Welcome back to the OMB Law Board. I'm Simon Bennett, partner at OMB, and today we're going to talk body corporate and body corporate issues. And I've got our body corporate partner, Juliette Nairn, with us. Juliette, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, so tell me, what is a body corporate?
That is a great question, Simon, because we do have a lot of myths and misconceptions about a body corporate. A body corporate is when we move from basically a standalone home and we're moving into, and what people often perceive a body corporate as being, is that tower, that type of tower where we have apartment living. Now, anything that the real key trigger to see what a body corporate is what we call common property. So if we talk about individuals, they're living in a group environment, in a community title scheme, in a building, and there's some common property. So for individual lot owners, even in duplexes, a lot of people don't understand when they're moving into that type of situation, it might have what we call a community title scheme applying for it. Another perfect example of that is a lot of people just assume that the only body corporate we have is tower buildings. We, particularly in Coomera, Royal Pines, Sanctuary Cove, they're all body corporates. So a body corporate can actually look like a standalone home, but you have common driveways, which are common property and common facilities.
So it's that community living, be it a tower or even a residential, what looks like a residential subdivision, but in a gated community or something, could all be a body corporate.
That's exactly right. Some of our body corporates actually have massive acreage, and within our bylaws, we have horse adjustment rules in the bylaws. So the general assumption is it's just a building tower. It's not. It has a big part of community title living, and it's where we have some sort of community facilities, but particularly those gated communities.
Okay, so duplex is one that gets me all the time. People living in a duplex and they say, there's no body corporate.
That's exactly right. And some of that information comes from obviously the seller. The seller then tells the real estate agent. The real estate agent then advertises it to buyers. So everyone's been told the same information of it's not a body corporate. How do we work out that it's a body corporate? There's usually an attached wall, so they share a wall, but we just do a search as solicitors. So very important to come and see a legal representative early who does a search and tells you it's got a community title scheme recorded to it, being a CTS, and what that shows is that it's a body corporate.
Okay. So the body corporate might not actually be active. You might just have joint insurance or gardening or what have you, but there is definitely a body corporate there.
That's exactly right. And just because you don't have a body corporate manager or you don't have a caretaker or a facilities manager or a gardener doesn't mean you're not a body corporate. It's still registered on title as a body corporate, which is very important for insurance.
Okay, so tell me about some of the weird and wonderful things that owners tell you in a body corporate.
That's right. So because we get a whole wide age group of people who might be elderly, they might be downsizing and moving into their first lot, or they might be an overseas purchaser, or they might be very young and they're purchasing a one-bedroom apartment. Some of the phone calls that we get is, let's say a levy notice goes out. So you're my lot owner, I'm sending you a levy notice. Unfortunately, they don't understand what levies are paid for within a body corporate, so they don't pay it. They just think it's part of the normal thing that comes within a body corporate. It then gets escalated and might come to me as a solicitor in terms of recovery of the levies for body corporate. I take a phone call and the individual says, oh no, I'm not a member of that body corporate. I don't want to be a member. I want to resign my membership to the body corporate.
You can't opt out, can you?
It's not an opt-out arrangement.
Okay.
That's exactly right. So levies are our lifeblood. That's what needs to be paid. And a lot of individuals, they think that there is a body corporate committee or a caretaker or a body corporate manager that takes care of everything, including all the money and all the bills. So they don't realise that they are the members that make up all the body corporate.
Okay, I've got a little game I'm going to play with you. I'm going to say something to do with the body corporate, and I want you to tell me your thoughts on it. You ready?
Yes.
Dogs.
Noise, nuisance, problem. People love them.
Are they allowed in body corporates?
Yes.
Can I stop you having one?
No.
Smoking.
Problem. allowed to smoke in your lot, don't smoke on your balcony and let your smoke cause a nuisance to someone else.
Defaming other members of the body corporate.
If you're not going to say it to someone's face, don't pin it to a wall in a lift in common property.
Is defamation online a thing?
Yes.
Car parking.
Nightmare, particularly if not allocated by exclusive use. First in, best dressed, take whatever car park you like.
Wow. Fantastic. So informative. There is so much to unpack with respect to body corporates. We're going to have to get you back to drill down on a couple of those, but thanks for being in today, Juliette. Really appreciate it.
That's right. Thank you for having me.
Really informative topic for our listeners and viewers. I think there's so much more to be said on this. I'm sure you've got heaps of body corporate questions, and if you do, just ask and we'll try and get back to you on them.